It is such a beautiful day to be in the park. The sun is so warm.
I know, David. I am so glad we decided to go for a walk. Look at all the people enjoying the weather.
It's so lively on a Saturday morning. Everyone is out. Look over there, on that big grassy area.
Is that a group of people playing volleyball?
I think so. They looked like they are having a lot of fun. They are very energetic.
They are. It reminds me of summer holidays. That was always the most popular game on the beach.
It's a great sport for a sunny day. It makes me want to do something active. Speaking of which, are you a very sporty person, Sophie?
That's an interesting question. I think my answer is yes and no.
Yes and no? How can it be both?
Well, I am not a big fan of most team sports, like volleyball or basketball. I was never very good at them at school.
So, you don't enjoy competitive team games.
Not really. But I do absolutely love one sport. It is my biggest passion.
Really? One specific sport. Now I am very curious. What is it?
It's a winter sport.
A winter sport. So, ice hockey? Or figure skating?
No, my favorite sport in the whole world is skiing.
Skiing. Of course. We are in Austria, after all. It is the national passion.
It is, and I have loved it since I was a little girl. My parents took me to the mountains for the first time when I was 5 years old.
And you learned how to ski then? At 5 years old?
I did. I went to a little ski school for children. I remember I was very scared at first. The skis felt so long and strange on my feet.
I can imagine. And the mountains are so big.
But after a few days, I started to love it, and I have gone skiing every single winter since then.
That is an amazing tradition. So, what is it about skiing that you love so much?
Oh, so many things. It is hard to describe the feeling.
Try. I want to understand your passion.
Well, first of all, it is the environment. You are high up in the mountains. The air is so cold and fresh and clean.
And the scenery must be incredible.
It is breathtaking. Everywhere you look, you see huge, snow-covered mountains against a bright blue sky. It is so quiet and peaceful. You feel like you are on top of the world.
That does sound magical. It's a complete escape from the city.
It is. And then there is the feeling of the skiing itself. The feeling of gliding down the mountain.
Is it very fast?
It can be very fast, yes. But it is a wonderful feeling of freedom. You feel so light and free. It's just you, the snow, and the mountain.
So, you love the beautiful scenery and the feeling of freedom?
I do. It is a very individual sport. It's not about competing against other people. It's just about you and your own skills.
So, you are competing against yourself in a way, trying to get better.
Exactly. Every time you go, you feel a little bit more confident. You can try a slightly more difficult slope.
What do you mean by a slope?
A slope or a piste is the path or trail on the mountain that you ski down. They have different colors to show how difficult they are.
Ah, yes, I have heard of that. What are the colors?
The easiest slopes are the blue ones. They are not very steep. They are perfect for beginners.
So you probably started on the blue slopes when you were 5.
I did. Then, when you are more confident, you can move to the red slopes. They are a bit steeper and more challenging.
And what is the most difficult color?
The most difficult slopes are the black ones. They are very steep and are only for expert skiers.
Are you an expert skier? Do you go on the black slopes?
Sometimes, if I'm feeling brave, but I am very happy on the red slopes. They are my favorite. They are fun and fast, but still very safe.
It is so interesting that they have this system, so everyone can ski at their own level.
Yes, it makes it a very accessible sport for all ages and abilities.
Is there only one kind of skiing? The kind where you go down the mountain?
That is a very good question. No, there are a few different types.
What are they?
The type that I have been describing is called downhill skiing or alpine skiing. That is the most popular and well-known type.
Okay, downhill skiing. What other types are there?
There is also cross-country skiing.
Cross country. So that is not about going down a mountain.
No. Cross-country skiing is usually done on flatter ground or on very gentle hills. The skis are much thinner and lighter.
And what is the goal? Is it for speed?
It is more about endurance. It is an amazing form of exercise. You are moving across the landscape through forests and fields. It is a very peaceful and beautiful way to experience the winter countryside.
It sounds like the winter version of hiking.
That is a perfect way to describe it. Have you ever tried either kind of skiing?
I have been downhill skiing a few times with my school when I was a teenager.
And did you enjoy it?
I did, but I was not very good. I spent a lot of my time falling down in the snow.
Everyone falls down a lot when they are learning. It is part of the process.
I know, but I think I prefer to be in the mountains in the summer. I am more of a hiker than a skier.
Well, the mountains are beautiful in every season.
It is so lovely to hear you talk about skiing. You are so passionate about it.
I really am. I am already looking forward to the winter so I can go again.
So, that is your favorite sport.
It is. So, now it is your turn to answer the question. What about you, David? What is your favorite sport?
My favorite sport. I think for me, it is an easy answer.
Is it also a winter sport?
No, it is a sport you can play all year round. My favorite sport is football.
Football! Or soccer, as the Americans call it.
Yes, soccer. I should be clear for our international viewers, but here in Austria and in most of the world, we just call it football.
Of course. I should have guessed that would be your favorite. You are always talking about it on Mondays at the office.
I am. I am a little bit obsessed.
So tell me, what is it that you love so much about football?
For me, it is the opposite of your reason for loving skiing. You love skiing because it is an individual sport. I love football because it is a team sport.
Ah, so you love the collaborative aspect.
I do. I love the feeling of being part of a team and working together to achieve a common goal.
And what is that goal?
To score more goals than the other team, of course.
It sounds so simple.
It is simple in theory, but very difficult in practice. It requires so much skill and strategy and communication.
So you have to be fit, but you also have to be smart.
Exactly. You have to be thinking all the time. You have to anticipate what your teammates are going to do and what the opposition is going to do. It is like a physical game of chess.
A physical game of chess. I have never heard it described like that before. It makes it sound very intelligent.
It is. There is so much strategy involved, but it is also just so much fun to play.
Do you play regularly?
I do. I play with a group of friends every Wednesday evening.
Really? Where do you play?
We just rent a small artificial pitch at a local sports center. We play for about an hour. It's a very informal game, just for fun.
That sounds like a great weekly tradition.
It is. It is the best way to de-stress after a day at work. You just run around for an hour, you forget about all your problems, and you have a good laugh with your friends.
And it is fantastic exercise, I imagine.
It is the best exercise. You are running constantly. It is a great cardiovascular workout.
So, you love the teamwork, the strategy, and the fun of playing with your friends.
Yes, but that is only half of the story.
What is the other half?
I also love to watch football. I am a huge fan.
Ah, so you are a spectator as well as a player.
A very passionate spectator. I love watching professional football matches on television.
Do you support a particular team?
I do. I am a huge supporter of our local team, Rapid Wien.
The team in the green and white uniforms.
That's the one. I try to go and watch their home games at the stadium whenever I can. The atmosphere is incredible.
It must be amazing to be in a stadium with thousands of other fans all cheering for the same team.
It is the most exciting feeling in the world. When your team scores a goal, the whole stadium just erupts with joy. It's a feeling of pure collective happiness.
It is so interesting that you enjoy both playing and watching the sport.
For me, they are two different but equally enjoyable experiences. Playing the sport is about your own health and your friendship with your teammates.
Yes, it is about participation and fun.
And watching the sport is about entertainment and about the feeling of belonging to a larger community of fans.
That is a perfect way to put it. When you are a fan of a team, you feel like you are part of a big family. You share the happiness of the victories and the sadness of the defeats.
It is an emotional roller coaster.
It is. But that's what makes it so exciting. I have to admit, I don't know very much about the rules of football. I have watched a few matches, but I don't always understand what is happening.
Really? I can give you a very simple explanation if you like.
Please do. Give me the beginner's guide to football.
Okay. It is very simple at its core. There are two teams, and each team has 11 players on the field at the same time.
11 players. Okay.
And the basic objective is to get the ball into the other team's goal.
The goal is the big net at each end of the field, right?
Exactly. A team scores a goal when the ball completely crosses the goal line. And the team that scores the most goals in 90 minutes wins the match.
So the whole game is about attacking the other team's goal and defending your own goal.
You have understood the fundamental principle of football.
Okay, so the objective is to score goals. That seems simple enough.
It is, but there is one very important rule that makes it difficult.
And what is that rule?
The players are not allowed to touch the ball with their hands or their arms.
Oh, of course. I knew that one. They can only use their feet, their head, and their chest.
That's right. The only player on the field who is allowed to use their hands is the goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper. That is the special player who stands in front of the goal?
Yes, their job is to protect the goal and to stop the other team from scoring. They are very, very important player.
I can imagine. It must be a very high-pressure job.
It is. So, that is the basic game. But of course, there are many other, more complicated rules.
Like what?
Well, there is the offside rule, for example. That is the rule that many people find very confusing.
I have heard people shouting about the offside rule. I have no idea what it means.
We probably don't have enough time for me to explain that one today. It would take a whole other conversation.
Okay, I will just trust that it is a very important rule.
It is. And there are also rules about fouls.
A foul is when a player does something illegal, right?
Yes, like if they trip another player or push them too aggressively. The referee, the man in the black uniform, can then award a free kick to the other team.
And sometimes they show the players a yellow card or a red card?
Yes, a yellow card is a warning, and a red card means the player has to leave the field for the rest of the game.
So it is a very serious punishment.
It is. It's very difficult to play with only 10 players.
Well, thank you for that simple explanation. I understand the basics of football much better now.
It was my pleasure. I am always happy to talk about football.
It's so interesting how our two favorite sports are so completely different from each other.
They are. They are almost opposites.
My favorite sport, skiing, is a very individual activity. It's just me and the mountain.
And my favorite sport, football, is a team activity. It's all about collaboration and working with other people.
Skiing is a lifestyle sport, I think. It is about being in nature and enjoying the scenery.
And football is a competitive sport. It is about winning and losing.
Skiing is mostly done in the winter.
And football is mostly played in the summer, spring, and autumn.
We have chosen sports from opposite ends of the spectrum.
We have, but I think they have one very important thing in common.
What is that?
They are both fantastic ways to stay active and healthy.
That is very true. They are both great for your physical and mental health.
They get you moving, and they help you to forget about your daily stress.
And they are both sports that you can enjoy for your whole life. You see very old people skiing in the mountains, and you see very old people playing football in the park.
It just shows that there is a perfect sport out there for every type of personality.
Yes, the most important thing is to find an activity that you love.
Well, all this talk about being active is making me want to do something.
Me too. I feel like my legs want to move after just standing here for so long.
We are in a beautiful, big park, and the sun is shining. We should do something.
What should we do? We don't have any skis, and we don't have a football.
That is true. But I think I have a frisbee in my backpack.
A frisbee! That is a perfect park activity. It's fun, it's simple, and it's good exercise.
It is. It's not as intense as a game of football, but it's a nice, relaxing way to move your body.
I would love that. Let's go and find a nice open space and we can throw the frisbee for a little while.
It's a date. It will be our own little Saturday morning sports session.
This has been a really enjoyable conversation, David. It is nice to learn more about your passions.
And yours too. I have a new respect for the art of skiing.
And I have a new and much clearer understanding of the beautiful game of football.
Maybe one day I will be brave and try a black ski slope.
And maybe one day I will be brave and try to understand the offside rule.
Ha! Let's not get too ambitious. Let's start with the frisbee.
An excellent plan. Come on, let's go.